So this is episode 413. And in the previous episode, it was a little bit of a stinker. We did get quite a bit of copper. This is the copper from the previous episode. How many we got? Eight or nine? Nine coppers, which is 18%, right? You double the amount of pennies you find, and gives you the percentage of copper you find in a penny roll. 18% is very good. 10%, anything over 10% is a good penny roll. But I really got on these kind of contemporary type penny wrappers, and the first one was phenomenal. Maybe one of the best penny rolls of all time. That's episode 410. If you didn't see it, and then 411 was pretty good. So I said, let me try another one for 412, and not so good. As far as I found really nothing of value in the penny roll except for, like I said, the copper pennies. Even the one nice one we found has a mark on it. This is from episode 412. Has a mark on both sides, some corrosion, which, if not, it might have been worth like $1 in 1969 Denver. I didn't even check for the floating roof. No. And it looks like the corrosion is Rennie FG. So you know what? I'm going to go bananas, and I'm going to try this one. Like I said, for this episode. It's so tight. And I had to make a mess. All right, we have a lot of copper, but it looks like we also have some very new pennies in here. So what I'm going to do is, usually on these older rolls like this, where there's a lot of copper, I will put the newest penny to the side, which might be this one right here. Let's see, is it a shield cent? It is not a shield cent. So there's a chance. What year is it? 1996. Look how new this penny looks for 1996. So there's a chance. Number one, there's no shield cents in here, which would tell us that it's older than 2010, which is a long time, right? That's 15 years ago. And right now, our newest one is 96. And I will put it to the side to see. What a beauty, too. It is a beautiful penny on top of that. If I collected these types of pennies, I'd probably put this one into a flip. All right, so we'll put it here. 96 is our newest. And if we find anything else, if we find one newer, it goes another 96. And it's a little too close for comfort. It's a beauty. All right, these 290. I wonder if that's gonna be the newest year, 1996. I mean, they look absolutely brand new. I wonder if that's the year. So that would be almost 20 years ago. No, 30 years ago. 1996 would be 29 years ago. Here's our first copper. So this should be, and this is, I talk about this all the time. In my videos, copper. Customer wrap pennies. This is a very nice ridge ring. Very nice. '87. This looks like a die clash. I'm relatively certain it is a die clash. You can see how angular that is in this cheek. But usually you'll see it here too. It might be right there. You see it right there? Let's look on the reverse. And there is a die clash on the reverse. All right. Anything else going on? Interesting color, interesting surface. All right. It's a weak die clash. To me, that has no value, but you still have to identify them. Another 96. Yep. This might be a 29-year-old um, customer wrap penny roll. That looks old. 7060. It's the color. There's a very yellow color to it. Another 96. I mean, again, we might find a newer penny. Oh, wow. All right. Here we go. Here we go, man. We got ourselves a $1 penny. Mint State, 1975, baby. Philadelphia. All right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And let's get the, let's move you out. This might be our thumbnail. Yeah, I don't have to move everything over. I don't know why I do that for instead of just moving the camera. Jeez, man. Come on, Jess. How long you been doing this? Put the light on for this picture. All right. The reason I'm taking the picture now instead of later is because we have the coins on the desk. So this will be our one of these. Unless we find something really stupendous, this will probably be our thumbnail. All right, let's get it back on the 1996s. Let's take off the light. I don't like the light. I like the contrast of the darkness. Well, if we find anything better than that penny, then it'll probably get its own video. Because that, like I said, that's a winner right there. What do you think? Another 96? Wow. That is pretty nuts. I mean, think about it. 96 to 82 is 14 years. So it's only, or let's go to 96 to 83 is 13 years. It was only 13 years since all the pennies were copper, right? So if I'm just saying, like, if you like just thought about it in a historical sense, and you were coin roll hunting in 1996, you would probably have tremendous amount of differences in copper content than you would in 2025. A lot of copper. A lot of copper. Another 96. You know, so I mean, so what does that mean, right? All right, you have a penny roll that was wrapped in 1996. What does that mean? Like, what? Who cares? Well, first of all, we have almost an equal amount of copper in here, and we have two other ones down there. So we have more copper right now. I think we have like one more copper than we do zincs, or even because I put some to the I threw some back into the zinc pile. So that's number one. You know, 50% copper is, you're not going to find that unless it's a super old penny roll. So that's number one. So the more copper you find, the more likely, right? Your chance of your chance of finding a copper penny error is also higher, right? Because you have more copper. So that's number one. Number two is there's a greater chance the penny roll was not hunted ever, right? So there's a chance you might find a wicked error, a real double die, a true double die with where you can see the, you know what I mean? There's a higher chance of you finding a more valuable coin. 1970s. Look at this. Let me look it up to see what the mintage is on this. The 1970s comes in a small and large date. And the 1960 Denver and Philadelphia both come in small and large dates. But the 1970 Denver and Philadelphia does not come in just the S. And the proofs are very low mintages, which this is not. And I want to look at this. I didn't look at this through the mint yet, through the loop yet, excuse me. I think if the 7 is below the 0, which this is, then it's the high date, which is weird, right? If the 7 is low, it's a high date. If the 7 is high, it's a low date. I think that's how it goes, if I remember correctly. But that's a nice find. That's a really really nice find. 1993. The die chip in there? I don't know. That's a really, really nice find. Condition could have been better. It's probably in fine condition. So you can already see by the we found that beautiful 70. That's the other thing. The older the penny roll, the more likely some of the copper pennies that you're going to find are also going to be in better condition. This is an incredible penny. Very, very rare to find a penny in this condition. Super duper rare. Super duper rare. 83's misaligned die, west to east. You can see there's hardly any rim on the left here. See how coppery the reverse looks? Oh, we got a prison scent. Look at this is what I'm talking about, man. Look at this. Look at this. Nice. That is nice. This is worth about, let me see the reverse. Ah, you don't see it on the reverse. That is so weird. You don't see the head here. That is so weird to find it. I'll leave it upside down. That is so weird. Look at that, baby. Yeah, that's what you want to see. That's worth like $5, man. This is what I'm saying, man. These older penny rolls are awesome. Are awesome. Are awesome. The copper alone makes them better. And of course, I just found the $5 penny, man. You can see it from a distance, the lines, and on the obverse is what, in my opinion, the obverse is one. Unless the reverse shows the head. Yeah, you can see it here. You can see it. It's very light. It's weak on the reverse. Unless the penny shows the head of Lincoln on the bottom, then you really want to see it on the front. And that has something to do probably with the misalignment. Nice. We found a $5 penny, man. You know what I'm saying? In a 50-cent penny roll. This penny's worth $1. This is a $1 penny right here. I mean, maybe 50 cents at a what's that called? At a show. Maybe you have it in a little thing for 50 cents. Let's see. We got a flare G. We do not. Look at these lines. You can see the lines inside of the no lines. Some lines on the bottom. It just increases how many lines you find. That is interesting. Let me look at this a little closer. Hmm. The beginning columns are very smooth, and then all of a sudden, you got lines. Hmm. Interesting. Misaligned die. Probably won't bother to clean this one. Another 83. Has some interesting features to it. A little concave look there. The surface. Let me look at that FG through the loop. The penny has a very beautiful surface, and there is a a die spike right by the bottom of the G, giving it the illusion of a flared G, but it's not a flared G. Do you know how? If I remember correctly, it's not a flared G if you cannot tell by the serif and the by the serifs, then you can tell by how close it is to the Lincoln Memorial, and the one that's close is the 83. The one that's further away is the 84, which I've never found. This one's basically touching the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. So I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna look up. I want to double check that fact, but that's what I recall. Okay, I'm an idiot. It's not the 83 flare G. It's the 88 flare G. So I don't know. I get, for some reason, I get that confused with the uh, 83 copper. I don't know why that it happens to me too often. Um, I think I need to put it on. I did write some stuff on my penny mat. This is one of the things I need to write on it. It's the 88 flare G. So I shouldn't be making that mistake. I've been doing this too long to. Anyway, I'm only human. I'm only human. But I own my mistakes. It's the 88 flare. I'm glad I looked it up, or I would have been spreading misinformation. We don't want to do that. It's another nice one. 82. This misaligned die. 84 misaligned die. Is the 84 the double ear? Yeah, don't got it. If it was in nice condition, maybe it'd be worth a quarter or something. How about this one? So we're still on that 96, I think. As being our newest. Let me go out a little too close. But we are finding a lot of copper, that's for sure. Misaligned die. That one's pretty nice. I don't like the condition too much. It's not bad, but maybe if I find them, maybe I'll put them in a certain pile. The misaligned dies we find. $84. Right, no double ear. Right, $84.97. Right. Oh wow. See that reverse? Something's different about this reverse. How about the front? Well, the reverse is just very, very shiny. And we have plenty of 96s to compare it to. That's the cool thing. I'm gonna leave the reverse like that. Almost looks like a special strike reverse. Wouldn't surprise me if it was, could be 9069. No floating roof. Slightly misaligned die. Looks like it's just scraped. Where's the other misaligned die? The 72. All right, we'll put them together. '61 Denver. Nice. Well, we got our 10 videos already, that's for sure. What do you think, copper? I don't know. Yeah? Had me confundoed. Why is this one here for? What's this? Straggler? You see the copper, the penny rolls. You go further. You know, it takes longer to review. They take longer to review. I mean, it's just a few seconds extra, but you know, times that by 50. Oh, look at the color on this one, huh? And then all of a sudden you're taking, an extra 5-10 minutes. Ugh. Per penny roll. So that's why I use gloves. You can still see I'm still tripping out about the reverse on that one. Might have to weigh that one. We're getting towards the end of the penny roll, and for some reason there's more zincs at the end. So it looks that way. Not another 96. Right? Isn't that interesting how towards the end there's much more zinc than there was? Oh, 92. Look at this beautiful 92. Oh man, I wish this was a close AM. That would be the money right there. Nope. Oh, look at that. Nice. Let me look at that through the loop. It's a very nice. You can see the strike era. Especially on the reverse, where you can see where the clad split, and there's a nice little die spike right there. Very beautiful surface. That might be a nice one to do. Let me take a couple pictures of that. It's very, very attractive looking. Another 92. Look at the difference between these two. Oh, that's so interesting. We got two. I was just looking at this. We got another one. Look at the huge difference between the surfaces. Maybe I'll even take a picture of this. Come on, man. What is that? Anyway, that was pretty cool. And last but not least, a 1990 Denver. So let's weigh that 96 we got there and see. All right. Yeah, that reverse. Maybe even the obverse too. It looks like a special strike to me. Yeah, it's not out of tolerance at all. But we have quite a few 96s to compare the surfaces. The reverse is what really looks Extremely, extremely shiny. Let's look at another one and compare them like we did with the 92. Yeah. Ah. So okay, so it's a brassy scent. It's yellow. That's what it is. It's a brassy scent. Look at that. So we found the brassy scent. There's too much zinc in the copper. Take a picture of this too. Yeah, I'll do it like that. So I knew there was a difference. You want to compare them to a couple more? I mean, we just happened to find so many 96s, right? It's a 96. Look, the front too. That we have the examples to show. All right, I'll do a short little video on this later. All right, thank you. I believe this is episode 413. God bless. Hope you enjoyed it. It was really a good. We got some nice. I mean, we got the prison scent. We got the mint state 75. We got this brassy scent. We got the those are the three that are worth that have value. You know, a few bucks a piece. And then we have a ton of copper. Looks like we got about 20 coppers or so. So that's 40% copper. That's awesome. All right. Please click like, subscribe. God bless. And I'll see you on episode 414.